Welcome back. Welcome back to Miss Joan Uncut with me, your host, Miss Joan. I'm back with another video. I'm a little geeked up right now because we've been getting some action. Okay. And this is the benefit of working from home, that I can step away for a minute to make some content real quick. Okay. Because bingo, I got action. All right. Thank you to everyone who's been hanging in there. I made it to my 500. I want to thank you so much for even giving me a time and listening to me and just sticking in there. I'm trying to stick in there. It's a lot. It's a lot. So again, thank you so much for my new subscribers. Thank you for my OG subscribers. You are more greatly appreciated than you know. And you know how we do over here. Let's get into it, baby. Baby, can we talk about how VS is VSing today? I literally just a couple days ago made a video on how eventually VS was going to get rid of Kimmie. And when I say less than like 72 hours, maybe a little past, maybe 75, who knows, 75 hours, Kimmie gone. If she can work this out, I'll be surprised. Kimmie gone, child. So let's get into it. So when I dropped in, I saw VS was live and I decided nobody was live at the time. Let me see what she's talking about, because in her title, it says it was towards the Black tea sector. So I'm like, okay, I truly believe Jaguar rice sector is adjacent to the Black tea sector. So I'm like, well, let me see what she's talking about. Honey, I got in there and VS was already playing an audio of Kimmie and VS having a private conversation. Denat was on the panel at the time as she was playing this. And it was Kimmie just chopping her gums off about TREEZUS. And when I say, the other day I remember seeing AT2 having a video, and I watched that video, and in his title it says Kimmie is the mole. Child, Kimmie just, didn't I say that VS is not going to do nothing for you unless you give it something in return? And then I literally just uploaded with VS permission. Let me just say that she gave it. Is in the video just so y'all can hear it too. She said us content creators can use that one portion of that call with Kimmie and her, and that's it. And I upload that for y'all. I'm not going to play it. It's 9 minutes long and I don't want to make this video too long. So in that call, baby, Kimmie was just, but let me just tell you how this all played out today, because baby, it was BSing today. I'm not gonna even throw shade at VS like that in this video, only because one, I am using her content, but really because this is just how she moves. But to be fair for VS, I did say if she feels you are moving funny, it's a wrap. Did y'all see how she did Kimmie today in front of all of us? How she literally dropped her ass. Okay. So as I get in, the call is playing, right? And so automatically I already know, like, VS is like, she can't trust Kimmie. And she started even saying in the live how she was starting to feel a little iffy. Now, at this time, I don't think she had made a decision quite whether she was going to drop Kimmie. Listen, this live, because I believe you may have to be a member to see this live, this is how VS function. She gets into a sector, she don't know nobody, she get close to somebody, and she gets them to give her all the tea, all the juice, and then she just starts putting it out bits and pieces. Now, in her head, in her mind, she does have a right to feel wherever she feel as though, and this is anybody, whenever you feel as though like someone's doing something to you, to another person, somebody might be like, I don't think that's a big deal. But clearly VS feels some type of way. In this live, we learned that Kimmie pretty much was acting funny. I should pull up one of the comments. Let me go to my wall, because this, and I'm not going to say the subscriber's name just because they may not want somebody, to know their name. But a subscriber did say, didn't I tell you VS was going to turn on Kimmie and TREEZUS? Now, Kimmie, VS brought this up in the live, and so this is why I'm reading this. She says, VS is pissed Kimmie gave $25 to TJ and said TJ ain't done nothing for her, and all she's done for Kimmie, and she didn't give her anything. When TREEZUS planned to go live with Kimmie, I knew that would not be a good look. So VS is over there telling all the things Kimmie said about TREEZUS, which she did. Okay. And baby, didn't I tell y'all that Kimmie was flip flopping? Then I told y'all she flip floppity flip a little quick for me. I told y'all that. Oh girl, I'm feeling good right now. I ain't gonna hold you because it always feel good to be like, I told your ass so. But don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Don't do that because I need commentary. Okay, so let's get back into my notes. So in this audio, pretty much Kimmie is discussing how initially what I gathered was Kimmie was supposed to do an exclusive with VS about Jack. But then VS learned that Kimmie have now allegedly, or we could say it's true, Kimmie and TREEZUS really never had a good history with each other. Of course, she was on a team with Jack. So, but all of a sudden, they're like talking behind the scenes, and I'm talking about TREEZUS and Kimmie. So when VS found this out, and then found that Kimmie was supposed to actually be doing a live with TREEZUS, where them two were going to come together and drag Jag together, VS wasn't feeling that, because she's like, "How you making a commitment to me, but now a person you don't even like, you making a commitment with them?" And I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel you on that, because if you're sitting here dogging somebody out to me, then I turn around, you in their face smiling, now I'm looking at you funny, like, oh, so you the phony, you the shady one. So that I couldn't even like get mad at VS about, because I'm like, yeah, I would have felt the same exact way. Okay, so now VS is at a point where she's like, I don't really think I can trust Kimmie. So then VS come out to say that Jag told her that Kimmie is really crazy. She has like over, let me see what my notes say. She has over like 10, I think she said 10 5150 forms over the past just 4 or 5 months. This was like 4 or 5 months ago. And that's how she got off like with some gun charge. I do remember hearing something with that, because I guess Kimmie could plead insane. It makes sense now why she was attracted to Jag. I'm talking about Kimmie. Like it makes sense if this is true, because we all know Jag be lying. Because all we know Jag 5150. Dani has proven and showed us that she called up to the damn jail and talked to the man and talked to the inmate that Jag was literally, when she was locked up, she was in the section for the mentally insane. So I don't know how much that was true. Okay, so then as the conversation is going, I noticed that VS was leaning more towards like, you know what, I'm just gonna like rock with TREEZUS, right? I like TREEZUS so far. She seemed pretty legit, you know what I'm saying? So like, so I knew then like, oh, Kimmie about to get the boot. Kimmie girl, you about to get the boot. You gotta go, girl. You gotta go. Okay. So then we go on to, in the call, you hear at the end, like VS ends the call because she's frustrated, because VS literally said in this call that she needed more information, right? Because this is not her sector. This is what she says. Like, the call's up here. VS says, it's not my sector. Like, I need more information. You keep giving me stale tea, sis. I'm paraphrasing, but she like, you giving me stale tea, girl. You won't talk about Kai. You won't talk about Naisha. Look, I'm gonna jack that name up, so don't hold me. Charge it to my mouth and not my heart, because yeah, I'm not about to try to do that tongue twister, but y'all know who I'm talking about, the girl that be wearing the scarves on her head, that be over there with Jag and them. No disrespectful to, you know, the girl with all the kids. I just don't know how to pronounce your name yet. If I'm talking a little fast, it's that coffee, so excuse me. So then we go on to know that, you know, Kimmie had told VS, like, look, you know, if you pay TJ some money, you know, pay her for the interview. That's where that $25 kind of come in. But if you pay her for some money, you know, to do an interview, like, she'll tell you whatever you want. She'll tell you anything you want. And VS like, I'm not paying her for no interview. Now, let me say this, because VS said it, but I don't think she clarified it. Not that she, like, I have to for her, but just so you can understand why VS was like, I'm not paying TJ, because how VS normally do her interviews from my perspective, like how I've seen how she's interviewed other subscribers and content creators, she will pay you. Sometimes I think she gives you like half up front, half later, but her way of really paying you is the numbers, but also she'll have her mods drop the person's Cash App and the cash app goes strictly to the person that's being interviewed, none to VS, unless like, of course, if you want to. But she will push that person. She'll drop their links, right? And I'm gonna keep it 100. 9 times out of 10, after that interview, even I think she does pay him a little even after the interview, especially if you give her a good interview. If you give her a shitty interview, I'm seeing her be like, this interview's whack, like bye, right? So I think that's what she meant. She was going to pay TJ if she wanted to interview her, but for the most part, she's just like, I'm not doing that. Like, no. Like, I am the show. I don't go to the show. I don't pay for the show. Okay. All right. So then we go on to she felt like VS felt like Kimmie had got to some point where she was either going to have to choose between TJ and TREEZUS, and VS felt like she chose TJ, right? And it makes sense because the other night TJ was on Kimmie's live and they were sitting there kiki and cackling over Jag, how Jag ain't got no hair. See, I got notes on that shit too. How Jag ain't got no hair. She bald headed. She talked about her hair grow, but her hair can't grow. It ain't grown since she has those braids. She has those braids in her hair and they just haven't grown since. And so I'm just like, it makes sense to now what we're hearing because TJ literally was just over there. And mind you, they were beefing pretty heavy at one time. So at this point, I think Dani is up there, honey, and it just starts getting chaotic because at one point in live, Dani and VS kind of start going back and forth just a little bit over her chat because someone had dropped down and said something, I guess, negative about TREEZUS, and VS was just like, nah, like, you can't come in here talking bad about TREEZUS on my panel. And so Dani felt some type of way because Dani is like, hold on, like, this woman said I got, the package. And you don't want somebody to say something bad about her, but VS like, this my chat. And I'm like, is Dani really trying to tell VS how to run her chat? Like, he really just sat up here and tried to tell another content creator what they should do in their chat, honey. Look, child, I think I'm gonna be honest with you. No tea, no shade, just all pink lemonade. Boo. I think they're not crazier than Jag, Kimmie, and VS. Child, that one right there is a few screws loose. I did my research on him, child. No, he good over there. Look, did not come around, baby. Security, bitch. Did y'all see him at Armand Wicked? That girl, that dude turns up. He's a good entertainer though, but he turns up. So then, after they had like little tiff, and so the conversation gets right back on track. So VS is just talking about the audio. She goes in more conversation, and so then as the conversation keeps going, TREEZUS dropped down in the chat, I believe. And so like TREEZUS is like, hey, I'll hit the panel. And Dani just start like losing his shit. He just start losing his shit. He just like, nah, she come up here. But what TREEZUS did wrong was TREEZUS hit that panel and told VS, oh, you got to drop him for me to come up here. And baby Dani lost his shit. Dani went off. He got the screaming. He got the cursing. He did the traditional old-fashioned Dani child. And then TREEZUS just dropped. I don't know if VS dropped her or she dropped her own, but VS was just calm. Let me tell you something. She was calm through the whole interview for the most part, but she was just like, you could come up here, but you can't tell me who to drop on my panel. What I don't understand about content creators is where we get off telling somebody else how to run their panel, because that's like somebody coming into my home and telling me how I should clean my dishes and wipe my floors and feed my children and what I should watch on TV. No, boo-boo. You don't come into my establishment, my home, my safe haven, and try to tell me what's best for me. You do that shit in yours. And I see it a lot on YouTube. And this is why I'm a spectator and I don't all that. No. I don't like controlling people, like at all. So Dani goes on a rant. He just goes. And so then TREEZUS jump back up there. They get to like going, throwing AIDS, insults, HIV, MVZs. I don't know, child. I was just like, okay, come on now. Like, can we get back on track, please? Because like it was getting really, really good. So then Danat goes off to say, well, the problem with TREEZUS is this is what she does, right? She goes around on the sector to other content creators. Now, y'all let me know in the comment section. Is that true? Is that something y'all have experienced? I have my own experience with TREEZUS as far as watching her. I don't know her personally. I've never even spoken to the lady, but just watching her, I've gathered how I felt about her and her content. But I'm curious to what y'all think. Like, is Danat telling some truth? Like, she goes around on YouTube trying to control others' platforms, and this is why Incoming Opinion has been on TREEZUS' ass. And I was wondering why Incoming Opinion been going hard on TREEZUS. I'm like, yo, she's on her neck, you know, and coming, she'll do 6, 7, 8, 9 lives just on one person, girl. That girl don't play. She got time. Okay. So now I'm like, okay, it's starting to make sense, right? It's starting to make sense why Incoming been going on TREEZUS. But see, I don't, you know, but you know what? I did watch Dani live the other day, and she said something similar about how TREEZUS would drop down in her track and try to bully people. So I'm getting a bully spirit. That's what I'm reading. I'm reading sis got a bully spirit. And so I'll be keeping an eye out for that. So let me tell you something about VS, right? She has a signature line every time she starts shaking the table. So in this live, CBS goes after, you know, all of that, after TREEZUS drop, you know, did not scream, holler, they beefing, and TREEZUS go to her page and she strike up a live. And I think Jag was live at one point during it because she jumps up there. Oh, damn, did I skip that? And it was because, honey, that shit was funny. Nope, not yet. So then VS goes to be like, I guess what she says, oh, I guess people gonna be mad at VS. When I say I hollered, let me tell you why. Because when Queen 88, and this is for my Mo 3 sector people, when Queen 88 got into it with Cream, it all started from VS's live. When I say VS be in the mess, she in some mess right now in the Mo sector with Cam talk too much, okay? But when VS, that started on VS Live, after Queen, they filmed it. It was live on YouTube and everything. When they got into the fight, all you hear VS say is, oh, I guess it's VS fault. Now they gonna blame me, right? And then when I think his name is Triggerman TV, he got into it too. And he was live and he was outside trying to fight some dude. And it's all happened on VS Live again. Or she was filming it, I think, or like watching it, streaming it, or something like that. But it stemmed from VS. It stemmed from her. VS goes, oh, so I guess now they're gonna blame VS. Anytime you hear her say a signature where she go like, oh, I guess it's my fault, I guess and she says VS, she says her name, you know, third person, you know, like sister or some shit. Because that's the only time I hear her say that is when some shit then pops off. Only time I hear her say that. So remember I said that when VS be live that she always tell people hit her link. Nobody hits her link. When I say people do not hit that woman's link, they don't hit it. I told y'all, like, you gotta tread carefully with her because she's so calm when she do her shit. Now granted, I do think she changed a lot, but she's just gotten calmer. Me personally, that's what I think. So as the live goes, right after he goes on about TREEZUS, I went and checked over in TREEZUS live, and TREEZUS, I guess maybe she's just trying to keep the peace, but I ain't trying to say nobody's scared or nothing. But by listening to TREEZUS, sis sounds a little nervous. I'm just gonna tell you what I gathered. Sis just sounds a little nervous. Like I've never really heard TREEZUS. Maybe with Dani, sound like a little like she's holding back. She don't really want to cross the line. She not really trying to go there about somebody. But I was just really surprised but you know what? VS wasn't being disrespectful to TREEZUS, so I guess I could get that. So while they're live, VS start getting amped up, right? So then we come to find out that this content creator by the name of 7 Stars or 7 Stars Girl Cave, who is from the beef sector, who have had quite enough interactions with VS. If you watch the live today, you know where I'm going. So she jumps on TREEZUS channel and panel and just starts snapping about VS, just telling all VS, just talking shit. 7's a little wacky. tourist to tourist. I gotta tell her how this girl, you a little wacky girl. You know what we talking about, but this ain't about you. This ain't about you. So BS like, well, should I play the video about how she, can't even say a certain man's name? Oh, honey, y'all should have seen that. Y'all should have been there for that because that was a mess. But it's true. She has like I think a restraining order or a gag order. She can't mention her ex's name or her couple weeks man. I'm not even trying to get in that because now I'm starting to rub my head. But BS didn't like that. So BS decides to like, well, pretty much I can tell all your business, and I think that kind of upset VS a little bit because now she's like, so TREEZUS is dealing with my ops. Like, I don't rock with that girl, but TREEZUS, when 7 dropped, TREEZUS like, whoa, pause. I don't have nothing to do with VS and that girl's in 7's drama. That's between them. I didn't know, like, which in a way I did respect because that could have gotten real ugly. So then we go on to the way TREEZUS was talking, it had me wondering, like, damn, do VS have a recording on TREEZUS too? If she had one on Kimmie? Because I know you could hear in VS live. She mentioned a few times that her and TREEZUS had plenty of like conversations where she showed TREEZUS information that people were saying about her. So I'm like, ooh, maybe that's why TREEZUS playing it cool. So then all of a sudden we get Jaguar, right, honey? We get the infamous, who this all stirred up around initially was Jaguar, right, honey? She hits the panel with her crazy ass. And to me, the girl sounds a little bit intoxicated, but she starts off all aggressive. Like, I guess she says that BS said she wanted to talk to Sip, Jag's man, honey. I got a video coming on that one. And like Jag was very aggressive and she was just like, hey babe, do you want to talk to her? And he was like, I don't have nothing to say to her. And she was like, that's what I thought. And Jag just come up there screaming about how you want to talk to my man and my man don't want to talk to you. And BS is like confused. They're not sitting there like, what the fuck is she talking about? And Denot starts laughing like, I told you this is Jag. Like, this is how Jag is. And then eventually, BS is just like, girl, whatever. Like, she pretty much did say in this live though, like, yo, get your girl, because you said my brother and my like stepfather or somebody in her family is a cop, and she's like, you don't want me to have the cops go to your mother's house because I'll have them sent to your house. I'm just like, Lord have mercy. BS is a cop caller, child. She is, and she will call them. I told y'all that too. So then we go on to how it's just Jag and Denot exchanged some words and they got to screaming and hollering, and something's off with Denot. Like, bless his heart. Isn't that what the elders say in church? Bless his heart. I'm trying to wrap this up, y'all. I know it's getting long. So then all of a sudden, I think I might have blanked out for a second. I mean, it wasn't really long. I hear Denot trying to again tell VS about how she should run her panel. And VS is just like, hey, all right, chill. Like, you getting a little ahead of yourself. Chill out. And Denot does traditional Denot. He just starts blabbing at the mouth. And next thing you know, Denot gone. He's no longer on the panel. I said, she tried to tell your ass, she just dropped him. I'm surprised he survived up there as long as he did, to be honest with you. Because that first little tiff they had about her chat, I really thought then it was getting ready to turn up. Let me tell you something, though. If them two ever really truly fell out, it would be one of the best beefs up here. Because Denot gives, honey. Like, he gives. And BS don't back down. And if she could get any dirt on him that we already don't know, she'll talk about it. And so BS makes a statement where she says, like, you know what, at this point, if the black TCX sector want to block me out, that's fine, that's cool, I'll just move around. And she'll find another sector, don't worry. She probably looking already. And when she said that, I kind of took it as like, well, damn, maybe she's getting to the point where like, I'm starting to like, run out of people I can kind of deal with in this sector. So we'll see how long she stick around, because she still associates with part of the Mo sector, but she's not really in it like she was. And so then I learned that I guess Jag and Sip got a couple names. It's let me look. It says it's Jip, Jip, Jag and Sip. Jag and Sip is Jip. Okay. Let's see if that one catch on. Because I mean, it's clever. I want to Jag. That's it. Jag, jip, child. Okay, let me move on. Okay, I'm trying to go under 30 minutes. So then, VS do her traditional, I didn't do anything to them. And again, I'm gonna be honest with you. VS just be trying to get information. She said it on her live, and she just be trying to make content. And she likes to get shit on people because it creates content. And maybe she really don't. I don't think she be doing anything to people in a way like snapping on them, going off on them, but she uses people. Like she'll befriend you, she'll put you on now, she'll get you money, she'll get you views, she'll get you likes, she'll get you all of this, but she's collecting, she's gathering information, and that's being messy. When you jump into people who you don't know's business that they already have established, you start asking questions and you start moving shit around, it's gonna cause friction. So VS, technically, girl, you do be doing shit. You just don't literally be doing shit. You strategically be doing shit, girl. Come on now. I see you, girl. I see you. I see how you move. So VS then gets us, right? She's like, I'm gonna gift y'all T-Sector. Like, you can use this one portion of my video. That's what I just uploaded of the call with Kimmy. So please take some time out to watch that. Make sure y'all go over to VS. This is not a plug, but she's infamous for doing lives and automatically putting them on members. So yes, you will have to become one of her members to watch this video. That's why I'm just giving you a rundown for those who can't afford it or just refuse to pay for a membership. I can't play her live, but I can tell you what I've seen, okay? That's what I'm here to do. Paint you a picture. Okay. So then the live is starting to like slow down. Now we're starting to like pretty much it's getting ready to end. Well, right before VS ends her live, she comes out to tell us that Jaguar helped VS. They sat their ass up on the phone, on live, wherever they do their communication, Instagram, and they searched together for SIP's information. They went on his Facebook and they looked up his information together. Then VS dropped a bomb that she is the one who told Jag or had a conversation, conversation with Jag on how she should monetize the relationship between her and SIP, and how Jag had to persuade SIP to even sign up for this. What is that word called? A play? See, I was going to do a live, and I'm glad I waited, on how I thought SIP was using Jag, which I do think, right? Everybody uses Jag, right? You get Jag, get attached to Jag, create a channel, have her come over to your channel, people come over to watch, you fall out, you're not friends no more, now you drag her, and now everybody's, get viewers, you get likes, you get your 1K faster. Like, we're not stupid. But then we find out Jag using his ass. It's a plot plan and a motherfucking scheme. Excuse my language. I said, well, ain't that some shit? I did not stop to look to think that Jag ass is over here using this man. No wonder she coming on live every 4 hours, talk about something. You want to get in the shower, daddy? Oh, that shit nasty. That's some nasty shit right there. To hear Jag talk about sex, oof, it is nothing educational nor fucking attractive about it. Oof, I wish you would stop. So then pretty much VS just breaks down how she found SIP's, she realized they have mutual friends, and that, girl, it was a thread. It was a thread. She just pretty much like, let me break this down before we go ebonically what VS was telling Jag, just for those who may not really understand, which I think you all do, but just to be a little asshole and messy. VS was saying to SIP, translating, SIP, get your bitch and get your bitch under control, because I might not be able to touch that bitch, but I can touch your ass. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and see, that's what I took. Now, if I'm being extra, let me know. But that's what I took. Get your bitch and get her together. Now, I do want to go back that in that call with Kimmy real quick, because I just forgot Dani. Honey, they were plotting and planning on Dani. Honey, y'all keep messing with that lady. That lady seems to find everything on anyone. She will find your blood type if she can, and she will put that shit. Y'all leave Dani alone. Let Dani do what she do. I know Dani, if I'm not mistaken, her first video is when she exposed Marley Green, aka Nosy Ho. I was around then, because I was like, thank you, because that bitch Nosy Ho was crazy. Y'all leave Dani alone before all y'all motherfucking blood types be on this internet and organ donations. Bitch, y'all better leave that lady alone. But then, before I go, as I dropped into TREEZUS and I'm going to watch Jag video, Jag pretty much comes out just a minute ago and state that Kimmie is the one who called CPS on that. I try to write her name down and say it. Ayasha. See, I told you I get it. But she's putting it on Kimmie. So now it's like a lot of people still think it's Jag. You know how Jag do. Jag will sit here and punch you in the face and lie and say, I didn't punch you in the face. So-and-so punched you in the face. So we don't know. I'm going to research some more on that. But that was the rundown. That was it. I am tired. If anything else pop off on these streets, I'll be talking about it later this weekend, next week, because today was tiring. But if you've stuck through, I sincerely appreciate you. I try to make this under 20-25 minutes, less than I normally make my videos, but it was just too much tea, honey, just too much. But you know what? For those who stuck around, if you made it this far, thank you so much. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment below. Let me know. Did y'all catch this? Did y'all hear the call? Some of y'all know more than I do. I be getting a lot of my tea from y'all. I appreciate y'all. So I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and let a sister know something. Let me help you help me. You know what I'm saying? Help me help you. Other than that, I hope everyone have a blessed rest of your day, and bye.